What's up everybody? I got a super helpful video for y'all here today. Another topic video, how to get stronger guaranteed by your next workout. It's going to be resting longer between sets. Now I'm not sure what your rest times are, but like me back when I first started lifting, I'd say the first few years, if maybe not longer than that, maybe like the first 3 years, I always did a 1.5 minute rest, right? Now, just recently, I'll say on this bulk that I've been on, I moved more towards, now there's certain exercises I do different rest periods on, but like my main compound lifts, I'm resting 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, now if you're used to resting 2 minutes or 1 minute or not resting at all, basically like you're training with a partner most time, you know what I'm saying? You'll get down there and do your set. I'm just using bench press, bam, bam, and do your set. Your buddy will get on, do his set, put on different weights, you'll get on. I mean, you legit might be resting 60 seconds, if that. Move that, and it's just studied by science too, that longer rest periods yield more gains. It's simple because you're allowing your body to recover more between sets. Yes, the workout takes a little bit longer, but you're getting more gains. So for me, it's worth it, well worth it. I'd say rest between 3 and 5. That's what science is pretty much showing. But I also say like basically 3 minutes gets more gains than 2 minutes, and then 1 minute, then 1 minute 30 seconds, all this kind of stuff. So, and I would even say don't really go over 5 unless you really just feel like you need to. And the point of, unless, you know what I'm saying, you want to make sure you feel recovered for a set. Now, a thing I would say too is, just because just say you're doing 3 minutes every time, this is why it's important, because, well, see, if you're not timing your rest times, first off, that's a big mistake. You need to be timing your rest times, because if you're not having the same exact rest periods between each set every workout, how do you know that you're really truly progressing? Because your workout isn't exactly the same. You want to have this exact protocol, this amount of weight, this rest, this amount of weight, this rest. I'm just using 3 sets as an example. This amount of weight, rest, this exercise. Okay, but well, if this day you come in, you only rested 60 seconds. Okay, that's gonna be different numbers. And the next day you come in and rest 1 minute and 30 seconds. Whoa, you lifted more weights and stuff. Yeah, I made gains, but you didn't really make gains. You just rested longer between sets. You might have been talking to somebody more, you know what I'm saying, between sets, or somebody called you or something, made you rest a little bit longer, so you got better lifts in, but you didn't really, you progressed, but you didn't really progress under the same protocol. That's why you want to stick it down. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna rest 3 to 5 minutes, or 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You can pick a time in there, whatever works best for you. I personally lean more towards 5 minutes on my heavy compounds, and then if I just feel really recovered for some reason before, like during my warm-up sets, I'll go 3. But generally I'll push it towards that 5 for just that reason I just made, that I want to keep it exactly the same, so I know that I'm making, you know, gains on that exact program that I'm on. That's in your programming. The rest time is part of your program. It's not just about the reps, sets and exercises you do. The rest is part of the programming as well, and your split and all that, the rest is part of the program as well. So I'll keep it that. And then there's certain exercises like basically side raises and like a bicep curl, or like a rear delt fly, things like that. I'll wait 2 minutes, or like maybe a calf raise I'll wait 2 minutes on. But basically all kind of, you know, squat, bench, deads, overhead pressing, anything like that, and kind of pull up the rows, I'm waiting 5 minutes, just to maximally ensure that I'm recovering. If you think about it, so, you know what I'm saying, it makes sense that you would do more weight. Basically, you know what I'm saying, you're just resting more between, you're just allowing your body to recover more between sets, okay? Now, you don't have to be going to the gym just because you're not in between, just because you're not getting like a crazy ass cardio workout while you're lifting, doesn't mean, you know, you'll feel like you're working less hard, right? Well, you're working more smart than hard. It's not always just about working hard, it's about working smart. Now, you still have to work hard to a sense, right? But you're working smart. You know what I'm saying? You're putting in less effort because you're giving yourself more time to recover in between sets. You're not freaking have such a, you know, 60-second rest or 30-second rest. You're able, here's why it gives you more gains, because you're able to recover more, right? So therefore you're able to lift more weights for more reps, which gives you more volume, which gives you more progressive overload. See what I'm saying? And the more you can rest in between sets like that, it's just going to allow you to keep being able to progress better, which is actually building your muscle. You know what I'm saying? If you can lift, I'm just using numbers, if you can lift 50 pounds this week, next week you're lifting 55 pounds, the week after that you're lifting 60 pounds, the week after that you're lifting 65 pounds, 70, so on and so forth, for the same number of reps, or more reps for a number. If you're using 50 pounds this week for 10, next week you're using 50 pounds for 11, the week after that you're using 50 pounds for 12, 50 pounds for 13, so on and so forth. That's gains, that's progress, that's physical evidence right there. Even if you can't visually see the changes in your muscle, in your body, that's evidence that you are growing. Your body is adapting, it is changing. It just, you know, it's just so small, it takes time for it to build up before you actually to see, you know, the changes that occur. And also, if you're at a higher percent body fat, it's going to be a lot harder to see any changes that are with your body. Like even me bulking now, numbers are way up, but looking in the mirror, it's like, some angles I hit, I'm like, man, you know, I think this is the biggest I've ever been for sure. But it's like other angles, other times it's like, damn, am I really that much bigger? Like, it's hard to tell. You can't really assess your physique truly till you drop that body fat down and get, basically the leaner you get, the more you can assess your physique. Obviously to an extent of healthiness. You don't have to get bodybuilding stage lean, but you need to get pretty damn lean. Like basically if you could get down to a 6-pack lean, that'd be like a great way to really see what kind of muscle that you're holding on your body, what kind of frame you have and things like that. So that's it for this video. Again, rest a little bit longer between sets. I don't know what your rest periods are. Let's see. Yeah, I covered all of them. I have my notes on the phone here. I touched on everything I want to. So rest longer between sets if you hadn't. Again, on compounds. So a compound movement is any kind of movement you're doing in the gym that is moving more than one joint. So a bench press involves your shoulder joint and your elbow joint, okay? That's a compound movement. You're hitting your chest, shoulders, and triceps. A pull up, a pull down, or a row. So using pretty much the same muscles here, but you know what I'm saying, you're pulling, you're using your lats, all your other back muscles, rhomboids, using your biceps and your forearms, okay? And again, your shoulder and your elbow are involved. A squat, your hip and your knees are involved. A deadlift, a deadlift, your hips and your knees are involved as well. See, those are compound movements. Overhead press, same thing, shoulder and elbows are involved, okay? You got multiple muscle groups again working. Isolation exercises, again, for the compound, that's a compound I'd recommend you do, again, 3 to 5 minute rest, okay? And again, if you're not used to this, timing yourself, start doing that. That alone is super crucial for your gains. Even if you wasn't doing 3 to 5 minutes and you never time, just you starting to time your rest will improve your programming, improve your results. But 3 to 5 for compounds, and isolation is again basically because you can never truly isolate just one muscle, because even doing a side raise, you have to use your forearm muscles and your traps come in a little bit. You know what I'm saying, to lift a weight, you can't, but most of the blunt force is on the, most of the stimulation is on the side delt. So that's more of an isolation. It's just basically one joint moving, my shoulders, or a bicep curl, just the elbow joints moving, a tricep kick back or push down, just the triceps are moving. Calf raise, basically just the ankle joints moving, you see what I'm saying? Those are isolation exercises. So for those, I recommend a 2-minute rest. And now with isolation, I do warm up different now. I will say this too. So compounds, I ramp up in weight. So I'm just using a number, just say I do 200 pounds. I'm gonna do the bar for some reps. I may do anywhere from 10 to 15, just to really, I foam roll first is all. I always recommend you foam roll the muscles you're gonna use first. So I'll foam roll first. I don't know if I have I don't have my full foam rolling video out yet. I'll pop that up here. I'm gonna be making that before long, so maybe if you're watching this in the future, it'll be up here. So I foam roll the muscles I use first. Then I'll do the bar, 10, 15, whatever I need to do, just to kind of get my mind muscle, get the blood flowing. So I'll go from 45, the pounds of the bar. I'll go up to 65, that's 2 10s on each side. I'll do as many reps I need, maybe 8, 10, 12, again, on just whatever feels. Basically you'll hit a point when you're doing your reps and you can feel it, like, you kind of, right when you start to feel like, okay, it's about to start burning once I hit this next one, that's basically when I don't do the next one. It's like I'm doing, okay, 6, 7, okay, I can tell on this next one it's gonna kind of start it's gonna start zapping the muscle a little bit, right at the weight. And if I really feel like I'm not want to put all, I'll go that extra rep sometimes. But I'll go like right till the point of I feel like my muscles are actually really gonna start being tapped in, like zapped or like used a little bit too much at all. So I'm right at the rate at 65, then I'll go up to 95 pounds, which is 25 on each side. Then from there on, I break it up. So was that, just say 95, so what do I have left? 105 pounds. I'd probably jump to 130 to 160 to 180 to 200. So 35, yeah, that's probably what I do, or something like that. Or it might be a little more broken up, maybe one less rep, one less set, but it'd be 35, 30, 20, 20. See what I'm saying? That way, or 35, 35, 15. I'd probably do actually the first one more, so 35, 30, 20, 20, or like a 25, 25, 25, 20. If that added up right. But basically, I break it up as evenly as possible. That way, it's an even progression up to the heavier weight. And as the more heavier weights I put on the bar, the less reps I do. Like say when I first start off, I might do 15, I might do 12, I might do about 10, I might do about 6, I might do about 4, then I might do like 2 or 3, and then I'll rest the 5 minutes, do the working set. Now with isolation, I'm just using bicep. I do the curls. Ooh, I feel that good. Okay, put it down, put more weight on it, do some more, put the weight down, put the bar on it, do it, bam, do it. Okay, I'm pretty much really close, unless I'm just like really working it, then I'll stop for a second. But most of the time, I just kind of keep hitting them until I get up to the weight that basically I'm gonna work. So just say I'm 20 pounds off of doing the working weight, I'll do them. Okay, that's good. Now I put the pin in it. I basically run through the warm-up sets very fast. Basically, and I will rest sometimes. I will rest in between my compound warm-ups. Again, not super long, but those first few warm-up sets I run through really fast, and then the other ones I'm just more so slow, I'm a little bit slower through going through. But for the isolation, it's basically back to back to back to back to back, and then 2 minutes, and then I go into it. But that's it for the video. I don't want to keep it too long. Sorry, 13 minutes. I did somewhat get off topic, but it does tie into the video topic as well, and it'll help y'all too. That's why I wanted to put that in there. So that's what it's about. So I don't want to cut my videos just to make it shorter so people may watch more. I'd rather the people that watch it get more value out of my videos, and I believe it'll grow like that as well. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, help people see the video. Like I said, it's all about helping people hear. It's what I'm all about, entertaining in some kind of way or anything like with the vlogs, but I always try to put helpful stuff in the videos. Anyway, that's it for the video. Again, rest 3 to 5 minutes compounds, 2 minutes isolation, and I'm not saying between each warm-up set. You know what I'm saying? You can take a little bit. You don't need to be resting that long in between warm-up sets, but just warm up, get into the work sets. That's it for the video. I'm telling you, if you implement this in your next workout, you will for sure 100% see strength gains if you have not been doing that. I'm telling you. All right, that's it for the video. Everybody, stay healthy. Go make y'all some gains. See y'all on the next one. Peace out.